Children, welcome to our virtual learning, and today we are continuing with English language grammar. I'm looking at the future perfect tense for Jhs One, and we will see that in Golden English page 280. The future perfect, the future perfect. And as I said initially, that in English language and particularly under verb, we have rules and regulations for each subject we treat. And today too, we are going to look at the rules and regulations or the format for the future perfect in this particular subject, being the future perfect. Now, when we say future perfect, we try to explain what the future perfect is all about. So let's look at the future perfect. It says the future perfect tense expresses an action that will be finished before a certain time to come. I take it again. The future perfect tense expresses an action that will be finished before a certain time to come. It is formed by using auxiliary verbs. It said it is formed by using auxiliary verb, which we have will or shall plus have and past or present participle of the main verb in the sentence. Of the main verb in the sentence. Let us take it again, the second one. It says, it is formed by using auxiliary verbs, which is will or shall plus have and past or present participle of the main verb in the sentence. Of the main verb in the sentence. So when we come to the future perfect tense, we are basing on this normal thing to form sentences under the future perfect. Under the future perfect. I will take it for the last time. Said this tense is formed this way. So we are really going to base it like this. We have the will plus have plus or be plus present or past or participle of the main verb to form the future perfect. You can either use the two, you can either use the other one or the second one. All the four under the future perfect. They all fall under the future perfect. So we are going to look at X differences. So we have we have the will here plus have plus the past participle. And also we have the will here plus have plus be and plus present participle. I have examples for each of these two. For each of these two. So we have the will here, the have plus past participle, and we have the will here plus have plus be plus present participle. We have the examples for each. So let's look at example quickly, then we understand the two. All the two, they fall under the future perfect. So you can either use the first one or the second one based on how the sentences are formed or how the sentences are constructed. You can either use the first one or the second one. All fall under the future perfect. So with this one, which is will plus have plus the past participle of the verb, this is an example I have written here. We have by next year, the new educational system will have begun. We have begun. Now this one is the past participle of the verb. This one is the past participle of the verb because of the auxiliary verb have. And the rule says that we have will plus have plus past participle of the verb. And we come to the second one, which also says we have will plus have plus be plus present participle of the main verb. I have the example also there. So we have John will have been launching a new book. John will have been launching a new book. So this one also we have the will plus the have plus the be plus the present participle, being the present continuous tense, adding the ing to the main verb to make it present participle. So you can either use the first one or the second one based on how the sentences are arranged or formed. We have to come to the last but not the least, the examples. At noon, you would have done the work. At noon, you would have done the work. Now the second one also says, the boy would have finished the text by 4 p.m. The third one also says, I shall have started the process before time. I shall have started the process before time. As I said in the explanation, that we can either use will or shall will, or shall can be used. They are matchable in sentences like this. That is the future perfect. So you can either use the will or shall for the future perfect. So I shall have started the process before time. And the last one is tomorrow by 7 o'clock p.m. Gina would have traveled to Accra. Gina would have traveled to Accra. Gina will have traveled to Accra. So these are the few examples under the future perfect. And also for you to form sentences under future perfect, just look at its format, which says this tense is formed this way. We have the will plus have or be plus present or past participle based on how the sentences are formed or arranged in the passage. So this is how we form the future perfect. So when I give you slices and I say form this, put in the correct future perfect in the following sentences, you have to base on its rules and regulations or its format, which says will plus have or be plus present or past participle of the main verb. But you come here to base on the two. Either the first one or the second one can be used interchangeably based on how the sentences are formed or how the sentences are arranged in the passage. So take note of this: will plus have plus past participle of the main verb, or will plus have plus be plus present participle of the main verb. These are the two examples to help you understand it very well. To help you to understand it very well. So we have by next year, the new educational system would have begun. John will have been launching his new book. So this is the example I have for the future perfect tense. Until we meet next time, it's bye for now.